Yes, and it is polished. So you shine. I don't know where you're watching us from, but I want to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I know a lot of people watch from the diaspora. Today I'm coming to have an industry conversation. Things that a lot of people don't really have the guts to open up. Today I'm coming to have it on my platform. I want to say a big thank you to Sweet Aroma Restaurant because jollof there. Who did jollof na abuboma and yeah jollof. Jollof they say you 111111. Succulent. There. It is Sweet Aroma Restaurant, and they are located at East Legon, Boundary Road. 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Omiye delivery. Oko Instagram sweet_aroma_restaurant. Ediane ape omo fish sauce no e stone boy bedi sauce I say boy. Sako de bedi omo sauce I say Shatta Sam bedi omo jollof be last week I say pa. Now I met this guy on the xylophone last year, and we said no kasa and presentation ni nyanse woni tram say no Sabe, the only nyansa near Beno, and I need only more nyansa nantia uninche. So I called him yesterday. I'm saying, no, there's something about in my mind. I need to call this man, come on my platform, let's have a conversation. This is not an interview, it is a conversation. How you doing, Ricky Rick? What food name you day? What food you I
will take WhatsApp you. Better you don't want. I will take WhatsApp you.
For send through my mail. So it is Ricky Rick and now Ricky Rick. Ricky Rick.
Yeah.
At which point did you discover this name?
At which point? Cape Point.
Cape Coast.
Cape Point.
At Cape Point. Not the many friends I before Ricky Rick. No.
Oh, on social media, it's Rick. People call me Rick.
But the man I use one
on social media.
Son of Ricky Rick.
Just kidding. I was using some just kidding.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
But was it a dead dinner also?
Now over dada. Boy,
Ricky,
bro.
Now, I want to borrow your words. Ecosystem. This is an industry conversation.
Yeah.
One, we're going to talk about award schemes in Ghana, especially he's coming from the 3 Music Awards. We'll talk about VGMAs and how it affects our music industry. Then we'll talk about beef and artists picking on artists. Before that, what is ecosystem? Because we keep hammering on that word. Ecosystem. I'm just saying. There be some platform you could be and then if you know ecosystem
is in our industry, in the music industry, the music ecosystem actually makes up of everybody that forms the chain. So from media, even bloggers, the artists themselves, managers, streaming platforms. That's what we call the ecosystem. It's like a chain. So everybody who plays a part. Don't forget fans. Fans are also actually
part of the ecosystem.
Part of it. You see, the role they play will influence whatever decision or whatever direction the industry will go. So when we always say the ecosystem, the music ecosystem, these are what we are looking at. All the elements of the industry.
Now, what do you do? Because Ricky Rick. At them, what's your job?
I'm more like
description.
A media professional. I'm into events. I'm into brands. Sometimes when brands are about to outdoor, we are some of the people they reach out to help to strategize the direction,
content creation,
content creating, and all of that too. I'm more like a media professional. Let me put it that way. Yeah, everything media. I used to work with EIB. I was with the EIB. I was on their event and marketing desk. So I was with EIB, Intercrade, the S concert, several events that have been under the EIB umbrella. I've been a part of it. Yeah. Also, I was part of the Afro Nation event.
Now, currently, you work with 3 Music Awards. As what?
Full time. I'm more like an associate producer. I'm more like a partner to the event.
To the event.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about award schemes in Ghana. Now people have the view that, and in recent times, say award schemes for no, use artists for no, na nyiska, because artists for no, and yet without the artists for no, awards in you. But the award scheme organizers of the award scheme, they put these shows together to get money or to fish out money from these artists. What is your general overview about how people see award schemes, particularly in Ghana?
When I hear those comments, I laugh.
But you hear them, right?
Oh yeah, we do. But it all boils down to the statement we always make that the more like how do I put it? The knowledge of a lot of our industry folks is not broad. That's why some of these things happen. You get it? Because all across the world and every other industry, sorry, awards form a part of the system or the structure of the industry. That's why even when you look at football, there's a season whereby they go off pre-season, they go and relax. There's a season where it is an award season. BBC will hold an award, FIFA will hold an award, they'll give Ballon d'Or. That's how industries work. So we can't be having music all through. There should be a season whereby everybody in the industry will come together. Fans will look at the industry or the year under review. How well have we done? How much have we supported? How much have we, contributed to the industry? DJs will come, artists will come, road managers will come. So like within this period, VGMA nominees are out, 3 Music Awards nominees are out. When these nominations come out and you are not a part of it, you begin to think, if you're a business person, you begin to sit on the table, you go back to the drawing board and begin to revisit your plans. That how come award schemes are doing nominations and I'm not part? Last year I was nominated for 4, this year 3. What does it mean? Strategically, you should know that you are falling. So those are the benefits or the good things of these things. Secondly, also there's something we call reputational value. See, when you sit home or when someone calls you that Kobby, also you're a blogger or you're a blogger, what proves that you're a success? Let's say also you're a successful blogger. What proves that you're a successful blogger?
I have 1 hour last year.
Exactly. You should be able to prove to them that the last time when we met at Afro Nation, the lady asked you that, okay, we say you're a celebrated blogger in Ghana. What were you going to show that you're celebrated? You go online to check the stats. Okay, this is his following. In terms of what he's been able to do, these are his achievements. They won't ask you about your money. Because money, every random person can work hard and make money.
Yes.
But achievements for everybody to come together in a year under review and decide actually, this guy, and put you on. It is beyond money.
It is worth it.
It is worth it. You get it. Sometimes when people go online, they just want to, like, we want to find something out in Senegal. The best thing will not be about the richest artist in Senegal. You'll be looking at those who have achieved. You get it. Those who have a
successful career.
Successful. So, irrespective of the fact that you feel that we are putting artists together and all of that, that is actually what helps the industry to grow. People even sometimes from outside want to also be a part of the scheme. That's why we have African Act of the Year and all of those things. So also put together African artists to also celebrate in whatever we're doing.
Amazing. Brilliant discussion. Now let's talk about people. Do you think that there's a demerit side of awards?
Well, I don't think so, but everyone has their opinion, because
I'm asking this because
is when you lose.
Exactly.
No, but when you lose, when you go for the Grammys, you are nominated for the Grammys and you lose, it is not a demerit, because on your CV or even to put for brands or for gigs, one of the things that you can use to win corporate sponsorship or more or less like endorsement deals are Grammy nominated. They won't say Grammy nominated but he did not win. No, Grammy nominated, 3 Music Awards nominated artist. So there's nothing like a negative side to it. The thing I'm rather looking for people to do is, when you are not nominated, the most important thing is the nomination. When you are not nominated, for me, if I manage an artist, let's go into the data. Let me speak to the scheme. Let's find out the data. How come we didn't make it? What were the technicalities, or what were the more or less like the technical parts that made us fall short of your category definition? When you have all those data, because I work with the data and I found out that this year Sarkodie alone released 500 and something songs. This person released 100 and something songs. This person, all this data is good data for us to know that our artists are recording more. How out of the 500, how many made hits? Why did the 400 not make hits? And a serious data collection is serious information that I think the artist should rather even be excited about and tap into.
Now I want to say congrats to your team, especially with 3 Music Awards. I mean, there's been a lot of award schemes coming in Ghana. Back, they've been about This year will be
the third year.
The third year.
Yeah.
What makes Three Music Awards very different from the rest, and what is the future for Three Music Awards?
Well, I wouldn't say very different from the rest.
Of course, from where I'm sitting.
Exactly. I actually appreciate when people give us all those accolades or all those, thumbs up and all of that. But for me, we are just doing us. You get it? We are looking at, like, myself and my team, Sadiq, and even the board members are very highly intelligent people. And we are not looking at competition. We are looking at the industry. So what do we think is missing in the industry? We are not doing it because VGMA is doing it or VGMA is not doing it or DDM is no. We are doing it because how beneficial will it be for the industry? Example, the fans. How beneficial is it? Because let's be honest, all across the world, it's difficult for you to even find the level of influence fan base in Ghana has. In the rest of the world, Charlie, it not be everybody they fit build a fan base.
True.
It be a big deal. There was a time I think BET or someone actually tweeted a sack or sent a message. I don't remember the conversation, but
exact words.
I think the point was anytime, I don't know, maybe Angel actually told us then, I don't know where the information came up, but they were like, anytime they nominate Sarkodie or anytime Sarkodie is part of something that the BET post about, their messages or their mentions or their mentions increase in the buzz. It clearly tells you the impact of the fan armies in Ghana. You get it? And for some of us, like the Three Music Awards, we recognize that because people would think that, some idiots are sitting on social media and they talk what they don't know. For us, we know the value of it.
They play some significant role. They're part of the ecosystem.
They're part of it. It is serious value. They may not know. They always then they take play. Sometimes when we come out and we react or we say certain things, the fans come out and they feel the thing we talk, it be joke, but it no be joke.
Now, talking about fan base though, I interviewed one guy called Shatta Wale, and he highlighted about the importance of having a fan base. There are a lot of, he mentioned the likes of Kyei, Kwame Eugene, Kim Promise, having floating fan bases. What can be done for an artist to also organize such a core following?
You see, interestingly, fans, let's not hide it, because see, Sister Fia doesn't have a fan base, but when she has a concert, the same number of people that you see at a Someboy concert, maybe
when they say more,
you get it. Just that there are people who are connected to a certain artist.
They're obsessed.
Yeah, obsessed to a certain artist. And the artist does well to go the extra mile by incentivizing them. What I mean by that is, in their songs, they go to mention them, like Shawnee Bills, when I hear say, those things actually, it make you feel like...
And the rich wits and mention, yes.
So these things are strategies by artists or brands to get, people connected to them. You get it? So for Kyei, Kwame Eugene, there are people who that is not their focus. Fan armies are not their focus. They just want to enjoy doing the work and letting the general public judge. And mind you, before you come in, often it is the general public that decides, not the fanatics. Let's be honest, because Sarkodie can release a song. The fan army go feel make noise. If the general public don't accept the song, forget. That's why there are songs that Shatta Wale fans alone know. The general public does not know. Until the general public accepts the song, forget it. So, what's his name? Kwame Eugene. He doesn't have a fan base. But one of the biggest songs we had sometime back 2 years ago, Angela. Big song, national hit. You don't get fan army. You get it. So it is a strategy. You need to actually see what direction you want for your artist. It not be all about fan army. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, artists for now, have they come to accept these things that you've highlighted in terms of the merit of the awards? Are they really supporting?
And American say, I was trying to think of the word. The thought leadership element of the industry is lost. We don't have it. When I say thought leadership, you see, there are industries where people, the thought leaders almost mean like who are deep.
And who are these people?
No, I can't mention names, or I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, you see, when there are so many thought leaders, people who are deep in thinking or deep in seeing successes of industries, when we have a lot more, even these artists will know. Because
we'll see the bigger picture.
We'll see the bigger picture, because in Nigeria, per se, Afro Nation, one of the reasons why all Nigerians will support, they know they talk, say, Smith or whatever is making so much money. And no, they are looking
because of the impact it brings in the Nigerian community.
That's the point. They know they look at the fact that somebody they make money. No, the money part be there.
Yes.
But he's looking at, you see, when I come into your country and I activate my music, when I go, do you know the ripple effect of streams? When Joe Boy comes to Ghana, he can't do small activation where he go. He knows that he may not have earned maybe 50K from the event organizer, but when he goes, his streams will shoot up. And a lot of these artists don't even do this analysis. They don't. If you understand what it means to activate your music in different countries or in different corners, you begin to appreciate that, Charlie, I need to jump on Afro Nation. I need to jump on All Africa Music Festival. I need to. Those are the importance of these things. So
I think that it is a deliberate attempt just to be part of it.
Yes, it's a deliberate attempt. You see, one thing I feel that anybody who doesn't recognize schemes it's unfortunate. Often, when you are big, you feel say you know they need awards. But if you don't need awards, do you know what these awards mean to somebody like a Famille? These awards, they mean a lot to Famille. These awards, they mean a lot to Kofi Mole. These awards, they are also coming up. They need these validations. These things are validations, like when the industry all comes together and decide that Famille is an artist of the year or Kofi Mole is an artist. It's a huge validation. Sarkodie was on the street, people loved him back then, a decade ago. He was on the street, he was being loved, but until the industry recognized him, until the industry validated him with a VGMA award, sweeping all of it, that was when people began to take his craft serious. And even when you're going for organizations, like when organizations want to recruit you, your CVs, these are some of the things they look at. How well you have done within the year. So these things are critical. These things, they may look like a award show, but they are critical in the lives of an artist, and we should take very, very, very seriously.
Amazing. Now let's talk about in recent times. Do you think that beefs are very are necessary? Now, a case today is when Posy G made mention of the fact that Sarkodie, this didn't even come from Sarkodie, it came from Posy G, which is a close friend or producer to Sarkodie, that Sarkodie featured someone bigger than Jay-Z. And now Shatta came to tweet that Sarkodie should have kept this secret because his with Beyonce kept it secret. Now, I mean, going back and forth, Holabalu dropped this song Sarkodie, and now the whole industry is talking about this beef. Do you think that it was something good that he did?
My sincere opinion, it was unfortunate. Trust me, unless the beef is cooked, more or less like to strategically, more or less like to whip up some excitement in the industry, then that's fine. You get it, when you are doing it to get a certain level of excitement in the industry and not to destroy the industry or destroy someone's brand, then that's fine.
But in this case,
you see, the reason why I'm saying that is, one, I was disappointed because one, Shatta is somebody who always speaks of positive news, and people are not saying positive news about people and blah 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 and support. We need to support each other. Why would they support Nigerians? Why would they play Nigerian music and all of that? He's one of the strong advocacies of those things. I least expected that he made such comments, because why? If truly Posy G has come out to say that Sarkodie has recorded with an artist bigger than Jay-Z, it's good news for Ghana music. It's not about you, it's good news for Ghana music. And that's like we always say, I always want to have industry conversations, not personal. It's good news for Ghana music. Why? You have a song with Vybz Kartel, one of the biggest dancehall acts in the world. Stonebwoy has a song with Beenie Man, a legend. We all know. If Sarkodie truly has gone out to record with the biggest, someone bigger than Jay-Z, we should be celebrating that. Okay, now the artists are moving to the next level. What I expect from you is to rather big him up. Charlie Sarkodie, I hear of you. I hear say, Charlie, you go beyond Jay-Z self, because you did with Beyonce. Beyonce is another big brand. So if now we are getting to the biggest of all the international acts, this is something we should celebrate and not, chastise or hang Posy G for. But you see, everybody has, like you saying, award. Award be major to him. Somebody go look at him on the other direction and talk, see, nothing there inside. They bring anything or whatever. You get it? To him, it is not something Ghana should celebrate. That is to him. You get it? But to some of us, or who play a key role in the industry, we feel that it is not about Shatta getting Beyonce and you getting. I didn't see it in that light. I saw it as a big celebration for us. Shatta go Beyonce, Sarkodie move beyond Beyonce, Jay-Z, and they do more. That that be what Sarkodie should do? Or as you go beyond, should Sarkodie step down? No, we should also be climbing. So I was expecting that this should be a big news for all of us to celebrate. Charlie, it be big, major move for Ghana. It's 2020. How many months are we? Just 3 months. If we are making such major moves, we should be excited about, not rather calling names and Charlie trying to tear down people's brands and all of that. That's my opinion. I feel that Charlie, it be low blow for me.
Do you think Sark should respond to Shatta?
Like I'm saying, you see, we move. If the movement that they make go bring any positive impact on my brand, it's fine. If you sit down with the team and they play the analysis, I like to do analysis a lot. I'm someone who likes to do data analysis. If you sit down and do the analysis, you do the math, whatever strategy you want to take, whatever response you want to give out, it will benefit you and the industry at large. Cool. You get it? Because Stonebwoy, Strongman Medical. It was a beef, but it was something that sparked a lot of interest in the hip-hop community. If you look at the streams that came out, or during that period, 3-day or 4-day period, the number of people who actually used data to stream their songs, if you go on YouTube and all of that, that is positive for me. I won't look at it as just beef. It's positive. So like I'm saying, if they sit down and they do the math and they feel that a reaction would add to, you know, their business, that's fine.
Now, 2020, can you give me a list of artists that you expect them to move with force? You're expecting them to get to that level?
Famia needs to develop. Famia had a good year last year. Famia needs to metamorphose into a bigger brand. He should go up higher. Sina Soul, an amazing talent. Amazing talent. I think she should also get to the level of the Adina. She should pick Adina's mantle. Adina should pick a fierce mantle, and that's what I'm seeing. Kofi Mole should also. It seems like Kofi Mole, in my opinion, Kofi Mole is a little asleep. He needs to wake up. When he released the song with Kwesiata, and then he came up hard with
Don't Be Late.
Bam! So I think he should re-strategize. They should come back harder. Kidi Kwame Eugene last year was not too much in my assessment. It was not too much of a good year for them. I think they are the next big artist to hold the torch of Ghana. We've seen a lot of Nigerians actually reaching out to Kwame Eugene, saying they want to work with him. It means that they've seen something again in Ghana, and I think they should.
Amazing conversation. Now, Three Music Awards, can you take us through the activities?
This weekend we are bringing all the women together. We have something we call Women's Branch. So all the All-Star Women's Branch, all the top women, all the women who are achieving in various fields, politics, sports, mainly entertainment. We are bringing all of them. Nana Brown, Becca, the sports
venue,
Osu Castle Gardens.
Time.
All of them, 11 a.m. till like 5 p.m. This Sunday.
This very Sunday.
Of March, International Women's Day. They are all aligned.
And the fans for the
fans for the 14th March.
Which is Saturday?
Yes, next week, the following week,
the following week,
14th.
okay.
And then 2 weeks after, the main event is on.
Which is date? Well, date 28th March.
8th of March.
They did my birthday 27th March.
Allah.
I did sing. Now that I'm for best blogger, Three Music Awards.
Yeah, we are developing the scheme. Like I tell you, every year we do an assessment. Like I said, we do a review of what went on last year, what we think we can improve. This year, we actually added a few more categories. Next year, it's very likely we are introducing the music executive. That's for managers and all other people. So obviously, ABR, the blogging part of it will also come.
Now, moving away from, you being part of Three Music Awards, who do you think will win Artist of the Year?
We don't have Artist of the Year. We actually split it to Woman of the Year.
So Man of the Year.
It's tough. Trust me.
Like moving. Okay, your top two.
Sarkodie has had an amazing year.
So obviously,
Stonebwoy has also had an amazing year.
So choose one. Stonebwoy.
Shatta Wale has also had an amazing year.
Moving away from.
No, I can't because honestly because it's data work. You get it? It's data work. Kelvin Boy, family.
Oh, can't do the interest. So my name is Kobby. Yes, I want to say a big thank you to Sweet Aroma Restaurant for holding us down, to Joseph Amino, and also to Rick. Not a full name, but I'll go Ricky Rick.
It's Rick.
Rick.
Yeah.
Rick.
Yeah.
I
was mentioning my name.
Why?
Rick. I didn't mention, but you slack.
All right, God bless you guys.